Hi, I'm Pastor Mark Jeske, the speaker for Time of Grace Television Ministries, and I'm glad you found me. If you got a minute or two, I want to talk to you about a couple of things that have been on my mind about the new generation, about the millennials, and about work, and about fatherhood. A friend of mine was telling me the other day, why is it that the millennial generation, who I'm trying to get to work for me, are so hard to motivate to do a good job? I'm really struggling with employment issues with that generation. Is that true? Have you noticed any of that? Maybe you think that's slander against your generation, but that idea is out there. Not that everybody who's in their 20s are all slackers, but that there is a difference of attitude. Why do you suppose that is? Well, you know, maybe I just have to dig back to my own experience. And what I remember really intensely from my youth is the way my own father was the one in our home who would insist that I do my job and do my duty. My mother has a very tender heart, and she would jump in and sometimes try to protect me. But my father would say, no, he's got to do it. He's got to learn. And he would stand back and watch, and sometimes I thought the old guy did not have a heart at all. It was just cold and hard as could be. But you know, he was right. And my father taught me to do my duty, to do a job, to do it right, to do it after only being told once. And he would insist. And he had ways of compelling that obedience, and now I'm grateful for it. I have tried to do that same thing with my own kids. The jury's still out on whether that's been a success or not. But here's my take on this. Let's see what you think of this idea. But if you agree that there are some issues with work ethic in the next generation coming up, I wonder if it's because there are fewer and fewer fathers in the homes that these kids are growing up in. We need fathers. Fathers are not just optional equipment in a home, and when they're missing, people get hurt, and there is a lack that is there. There are incredible things that only a mom can do, but fathers have a role as well. Father's Day needs to be observed by us not just one day a year, but to rededicate ourselves to the concept of the importance and value of what dads do. My father used to say to me, every day, Mark, you need to do something if for no other reason than that you don't want to do it. In other words, to get control of your willpower and to have your mind in control of your feelings, not just doing whatever it is that you feel like. A stepfather who's there is sure better than nothing at all, but many of the stepfathers that I know really don't feel like they have the authority to direct the behavior of the kids in their home. The kids will listen only to their birth mother, and they don't pay much attention to like mom's boyfriend or mom's husband. It does not really have that same resonance. So I'm putting it out there that dads have an incredible role in the lives of their children to insist that their children learn how to work, their children learn how to respect somebody else besides just themselves. And if you cannot respect your own father, how can you respect your employer? After all, isn't the employment concept a contract based on the idea that you are willing to do what someone else wants in order to get money? I do what you want, and then you give me money. And if our culture is gravitating towards just give me the money and I'll do what I feel like doing, that is going to make for miserable labor relations indefinitely. And I would like it if my dad could be the dad of the world, because he did a lot of great things for me, for which I am grateful. And this Father's Day, let me put it out there for you to claim the value and worth of what dads do in their homes.